Hi again, and today it's day 7 for my sourdough base, so it's time to do something with it. Give it some food and also to bake some bread today because I need some new breads. I take 3 deciliter, around 1.5 cup rye flour, and 1.5 deciliter wheat flour, and that is around 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup ish. And then I also have 4.5 deciliter, and that's almost 2 cups of lukewarm water. And I also take my sourdough, so I take around 1.5 deciliter, and that's around 1 cup, no, a 1/2 cup to 3/4 of a cup ish of the sourdough. And I mix it in the big bowl. And as you know, I told you the last time that if you do a normal recipe, you will have like 2 bread. So for this dough, it will be 3 breads. And I leave the sourdough outside because I also need to feed it before I put it back in the fridge. And then I take all of the flour and also the lukewarm water. And then I mix it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's not so firm, and it shouldn't be either. And now I need to put it somewhere warm. And as you know, above the fridge is perfect. So you take the stretch film and you cover it, and then you put it in your own warm place overnight, because today it's almost 6:30. So tomorrow morning I will prepare the dough, and I will take you with me, of course. And this is an advantage with video, that I now have prepared for feeding the sourdough base. So I have here now 1 deciliter, around a 1/2 cup of lukewarm water. And I also take 1 deciliter, the same amount of rye flour. And as you know, I just take a little less than 1 deciliter of water. So I pour just a little in the start, and then I take some more if I need to. Now it's perfect. I will take you with me so you can see the consistency of the sourdough base. Just a minute. Do you see it? It's like thick cream. And I like it like this. But you have to try it yourself to get the perfect consistency for you. And remember to let the air flow. And then I put it in the fridge again. And here is Inka waiting for her food. So now I have to help her because she's starving, as you can see. Poor dog. Good morning. Yesterday we made this sourdough starter, you can say, and you can obviously do a sourdough in so many ways, but this is one way to do it, and I think it's pretty good because I have the dough to ferment during the day now, and then I will bake around after lunch when it has grown to the double size. And I will take you through it. But yesterday we made the sourdough starter, and you will have the whole recipe in the end of the video, of course. So here it is, and you probably wonder why I have this one. These marble countertops are so cold, and I don't want the dough to be too cold, so I keep it on this one. But let's see how it is today. You can see it's all bubbly, and this is perfect. And this is what you're gonna need today if you are willing to make the exact same bread as I am doing, but you can also try your own recipe, of course. But I will use some water, and this time it's not lukewarm, it's just from the tap, and salt. I will also have some dried figs inside, and some sunflower seeds, and wheat flour, and of course this one. And I will have some help from this little guy to prepare the dough, because it's too heavy to do it by your hand, I think. But of course you can try it if you don't have one. with the sunflower seeds. And then I take all the figs that I have cut. And then the water. And after that I take most of the flour, but I save a lot because I don't want the dough to be so thick. And as you saw, it was a little bit too soft, so I will put some more flour inside. And as I don't follow any recipe, I weigh the flour so I know how much I will put inside, so I can give you the recipe afterwards. I have been thinking a lot about why I don't follow any recipes, and I think I use my senses more when I cook or bake, and maybe that's hard to understand, but I will try to show you when I bake today what I mean about that. And I will start with the dough. And this is the way it looks like now, and I am feeling it, and you can feel that it's soft, but it's not so sticky, and it has its own life. But I think I will have some more flour today because I want to make a more firm bread than I usually does, because if I do like normal, this is the perfect way to have my dough, but today I will use a little more flour. Now there is some more flour inside, and I can feel that it's quite firm, but it's not too firm. It's a little bit soft anyway. It's a little bit soft still, so this is perfect. And now I will let it work for like 8 minutes, and when 6 minutes has passed, I will add the salt. And from the beginning, when I baked bread, I always put the salt inside from the beginning. But my father told me if you do it in the end, the consistency of the dough changes very much. So I have tried it, and for sourdough, that's my main way to do it. So if you try it yourself and do it in different ways, you can see if you like it or not. By the way, look at this view from the kitchen. Now it has been almost 3 hours, and as you can see, it's the double size. So now it's time. I am stretching it to make the surface a little better. And now I will cover them with a towel and I will let them rise again, and about 1 to 1.5 hours. But we will look at them during the time. I'm gonna try something new here because it's a little bit soft, the dough. So I put this on the side to make it rise more above than floating out. So we will see how it goes. Maybe this is a good trick, I don't know yet. I have now heated my oven, and inside I prepared with this one in the bottom. And that's because I want to put some ice cubes inside. And I do that because I want the surface of the bread to be quite crispy, and this is the perfect way to do it. And now we should look at the bread. Oh, it looks great. Yeah. And now again I use my senses. I feel the dough, and it shouldn't just jump back immediately. So this is pretty good. They are ready. So now I will remove these, and also I will take a knife and make some pattern on the top of the breads. I have now set the thermometer on 96 degrees. But now it's time to put the thermometer inside. And I want it to be just inside the middle of the bread. And then I also lower the temperature to around 200 degrees. Now it's time. And now I listen to the bread if it's ready. I'll turn this off so you can hear it. If there is, it feels like it's whole inside, then it's ready. And I think it's quite ready. I think now that many of you say, but it's only 96 degrees and it should be 98. Well, just wait and see. And I have actually had some help from my husband. He said, well, we should try your thermometer and see if it's working okay. And when water is boiling, it's exactly 100 degrees Celsius. So it's perfect. But because I think many bread are in the oven a little bit too long. And maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. You see the texture that it is completely ready. And now we will try it. Ingen mick på. Kom jag på nu? Vi glömde sig på micken.
Nu.
Ja, det får vara. Det får bli efter nu då. Jaha. Now there is some more flour inside, and I can feel that it's quite firm, but not so fast. No, not so. but it's not too firm.